Good evening, everyone. T-Speaker 222 XRP Future Millionaire with the side bet on XM and Future Digibyte OG. So, guys, I have put myself in a position. I'm not a financial advisor, so should you take my advice? No motherfucking way you should. But this one, I couldn't resist. Again, it pulled back kind of like the other day when I did the V-Chain. I was watching XLM very closely. It got to this 27.8, and I'm like, you know what? And I got 16,000 XLM. I can't fucking believe it. So if it comes down, it comes down. But I'm gonna know pretty quickly once if it broke 27 and came back down here around this part, then you might have something to worry about. But as it stands right now, I think this is a great swing trade possibility. I'm not saying anything's guaranteed, obviously. I just have a strange gut feeling that Bitcoin's gonna come test that upper resistance one more time. It's going to come up to that underlying, the yellow, which is usually the moving average that it follows. I have a strange feeling it's going to bounce up. Maybe the 35.8, but I think XLM, if this happens, I could see XLM, pushing the moving average and maybe trying to go get knocked down at upper resistance. But in this scenario, I'm saying that this could form that head. Like this is a left shoulder. Very risky though, guys. I'm saying that this is too drawn out of a pattern for Bitcoin, and I could be reading into something that's not there. That's why I say it's risky. But at this point, I think it could do something like that, and then comes crashing back down to underlying support. But it feels like this is too drawn out to just come to a right shoulder right now. It really does. But I could be dead wrong, this is just me speculating and what I'm looking at on the charts. It just feels too drawn out and it feels like it needs one more push up to verify and get rejected at the double top for Bitcoin and then just come crash and exhaust it. And then there's nobody to buy under 30,000. Everybody's already exhausted their funds. So you're going to have all those people wiped out. So, if it doesn't hold at 28, then it's going down to probably 22, 24 to find that support. So I think it's going to go up to 30. 6 probably one more time and double top. 36.5. I could be dead wrong and it could just crash. That's why I'm saying this is a 50-50 gamble like the other night. And I'm in XLM with 16,000. So honestly, XLM's on my top of my list. So worst case scenario, I've got 16,000 XLM. But I would be out before, like 27.2 would be your get out. So again, it's a tight stop loss. That would only be, I might lose 70, 80 bucks. It only cost me $47 on the in. I couldn't believe it. Or 52 is what it was. 52. I'm expecting 100 bucks. But I was buying into it was a downswing. I was buying when people were desperate to sell because some people were just trying to get out, I guess. But 27.8 right here is where I bought it. So it was minus 1.72% when I bought it. So I was probably minus 1.85% or minus 1.5% or whatever it is, So I'm probably down like 50 bucks right now. I guess I could go look. Oh, let me shut this off my Wi-Fi. But I know I have 16,000. And then I had 100 XRP, but some was donated. That's why I jumped up. I got like a $40 donation in XRP. Otherwise, I should be down like 40 something dollars still. Like I said, it jumped up a tiny bit from when I bought it. A very tiny bit. But I have 16,012 XLM and 100 XRP. So this is just what I chose to do. I love XLM. And when I seen I could get 16,000, I'm like, you know what? Because I was just seeing, I'm like, if I can get over 13 or 14, I might run with this. And then it said 16, and I'm like, the most I've ever had is 10,000 XLM in my possession. So, this seemed like my gamble spot. If it fails, it fails. We're going to find out very quickly. It feels like they're all going to go at least to a double top. But I feel like if Bitcoin double tops, these are positioning themselves. It had a nice little pullback, like a healthy pullback like you would normally have. It stabilized on the support line. And it's riding with underlying short-term moving averages. And it's going to coincide in the middle, and I think that's where we're going to collaborate, we're going to catch, and we're going to fucking crash back down to reality very quickly. So if you want to take a gamble, you know, you got to have stop losses set. Like I said, I'm on XLM. I'm trying to get a ride to like 31, 32 if I can. XRP, if it does this, would be around that 78 cent mark. And if that's the case, I'm just looking at this too. XRP hit that mid resistance, came back down, hit it underlying support at 68 cents, held beautifully, or 65 we could say, almost got down to. But it held that. Now it could bounce up to a head, and that could just be one big left shoulder. So basically, this would be a hip, this would be a shoulder, this would come up to a head. Because I feel like it's just dragged out too far to just make this a right shoulder, to me. It might not go all the way to 78. It could come down to that mid support or resistance, that blue line. But a better chance is it gathered support, so it could go up and get rejected at the 78 cent, 80 cent line. That's what I think. So if you like XRP and stuff, and you know, that's what I said. I'm like, I love XLM. And if I'm going to take a gamble, just like the other night, I love VeChain. I've done the same thing with ZIL. I've done the same thing with DGB. I've done the same thing with XRP. It's XLM's turn. It's down 1.7%. It's made no move, basically. It's already started a nice retrace. Why am I in Doge? It's already started a nice retrace. And it's holding. It's riding this underlying support. And we got this W that... It's pretty big too, so it's telling me that it's got to go up to get some resistance at the top so they can crash through this this whole level of bear. So T-Speaker 222 XRP Future Millionaire with the side bet on XM and Future Digibyte OG. And like I said, with DGB, it could possibly hit that 5.5. Be tough to get up that high. I would say more like 5.2 if I could get in there somewhere. But there's some 10 to 12% gains likely to be made if we take this pattern. It's very risky. Like I said, if Bitcoin breaks down and you see Bitcoin down about that, if you see Bitcoin break 34,220, all right, so let's just say 34,000 just for reference sake. If you see it break down like there at minimum, or worst case scenario, like 33.8 to 33.6, and it looks like it's coming through, that means we created the right shoulder here, and we're going to be able to find that out very quickly. And if we create the right shoulder, it'll just look something like this, and then it'll just come down. Because that's the other possibility here. So those are the two things that can happen. So just look, if it breaks down after pushing out, you know, it's probably creating the right shoulder. You'll have time to get out, but you're just going to have to understand if you take a gamble and it goes the wrong way, you're going to have to pay the in and out fees. And right now it looks to be about $110 on XLM and $4,500 roughly. So T-Speaker 222 XRP Future Millionaire, the side bet on XLM Future Digibyte OG. If you're taking this gamble, please have a plan in place. I'm going to upload this because things should start going forward pretty quickly here if in fact it does shoot up. So stay true, stay blessed. If you want to donate, links in the description. If you want to join Tom's Army, get me here full time. We're 211 members of Tom's Army right now. We need to get to 500. I can be here full time for the most part. Stop teaching class and I can do live streams at this time instead of just doing an update. So stay true, stay blessed.